From the very first second, this was not just another celebrity sighting, it was the kind of moment that stops people in their tracks and makes time feel slower, because on what seemed like an ordinary airport morning, something quietly magical unfolded when Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo appeared together, not surrounded by staff or hiding behind sunglasses, but walking calmly as a family, with their twins right beside them. And in that instant the entire atmosphere changed, phones lifted into the air, whispers turned into gasps, and before their flight had even finished boarding, the internet was already on fire, because fans immediately sensed this was different, this wasn't staged, this wasn't calculated, this was real, and the feeling in the air was warm, intimate, and deeply emotional, as Lee Min-ho moved with a confidence that was gentle rather than dramatic, holding one of the twins carefully in his arms, his expression soft and focused in a way fans had rarely seen before. Not the polished charisma of a drama scene, but the quiet awareness of a father fully present in the moment, while right beside him Song Hye-kyo walked with a calm strength that felt natural and grounding, holding the other twin close, her smile subtle yet radiant, the kind that doesn't need attention because it speaks for itself, and suddenly it became clear to everyone watching that this wasn't just two famous stars traveling together. This was a family moving through life in its most honest form, completely unguarded and beautifully human, and of course the twins instantly became the heart of the moment, dressed in matching outfits that sent fans into emotional overload, looking like tiny reflections of their parents, sparking instant debates as some swore one had Lee Min-ho's sharp eyes and calm intensity even at such a young age, while others were convinced the gentle expressions and soft features belonged entirely to Song Hye-kyo, and within minutes social media was flooded with slowed clips, zoomed screenshots, and endless discussions, because once fans start comparing, there is simply no stopping the excitement. But what truly touched people wasn't just how adorable the twins were, it was how naturally Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo interacted with them, because there were no exaggerated gestures, no forced smiles for the cameras, just real parenting in motion, Lee Min-ho adjusting a tiny jacket, checking a bag, then leaning in to whisper something that made the baby in his arms giggle, a soft, genuine giggle that was caught on a shaky fan video and instantly went viral, while Song Hye-kyo moved with quiet grace, soothing her baby, brushing back tiny strands of hair, occasionally exchanging a knowing look with Lee Min-ho, a look that spoke of shared responsibility, shared love, and shared understanding without a single word, and fans standing nearby could barely contain themselves, some calling out their names, others frozen in place with hands over their mouths, overwhelmed by the intimacy of what they were witnessing, and a few lucky ones later shared online that Lee Min-ho nodded politely while Song Hye-kyo offered a warm smile, a small gesture that left a lasting impression because it showed awareness without intrusion, kindness without performance, and as the footage spread across the world, reactions poured in from every corner, with fans calling it the most beautiful airport moment they had ever seen, some admitting they cried without fully understanding why, and longtime supporters saying it felt like watching someone they had grown up with enter a new chapter of life in real time, from early dramas to global fame and now into parenthood, creating a powerful sense of shared history where fans didn't feel like distant observers but emotional witnesses, and comment sections filled with messages about family, love, and the reminder to slow down, with many praising how peaceful and strong Song Hye-kyo looked, noting how naturally motherhood seemed to suit her, while others couldn't stop talking about Lee Min-ho, describing him as the perfect example of a gentle yet protective father, someone who had transitioned from global heartthrob to devoted dad without losing warmth or charm, and what made this moment even more powerful was how rare it felt in an industry where privacy is carefully guarded, because moments like this are seldom shared so openly, yet here they were navigating an airport like any other. Family, juggling bags, babies, and schedules, reminding everyone that behind the fame are two people choosing presence over performance, connection over image, and love over spectacle, and as the twins looked around curiously at the crowd, fans couldn't help but imagine what the future might hold for them, not in a demanding way but in a hopeful one, wondering whether they would grow up away from the spotlight or one day step into it, whether they would look back at this viral moment and smile, and by the time Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo disappeared past security, the airport felt strangely quieter, as if something special had just passed through, but online the emotion only grew stronger, with clips replayed millions of times. Fan art appearing within hours, and heartfelt edits set to soft music filling timelines, turning this into more than trending news, into a shared emotional experience that people carried with them throughout their day, during commutes, late-night scrolling, and quiet moments, sparking deeper conversations about meaning rather than excitement, about how far these two had come not just as actors but as people, grounded in something beautifully human, parenthood and partnership, and fans began noticing the calm confidence both stars radiated. Even surrounded by cameras and whispers, they moved at their own pace, always responding first to their children, adjusting their hold instinctively, whispering softly, prioritizing comfort over attention, and parents watching from home felt seen, commenting that this meant more than any award show appearance because it showed teamwork, patience, and quiet love, while even non-parents described feeling warmth, hope, and reassurance that love evolves rather than fades. And as hours turned into days, the reaction shifted from speculation to gratitude, with fans writing messages thanking them for sharing this moment, for showing that it's okay to be soft, to be present, to let fame step aside for family, and many revisited old dramas and interviews, noticing new layers and meanings, as if this one unscripted moment had reshaped how people saw their entire journeys, leading to quieter reflections about legacy, intention, and the beauty of choosing what truly matters. And what made this story special was that it didn't end at the airport, it traveled with everyone who watched it, connecting strangers across cultures through a shared feeling of peace, reminding people to hold loved ones closer, call parents sooner, and appreciate the small moments that often pass unnoticed, because authenticity has a way of rippling outward, turning a simple sighting into a mirror that gently asks us what we value. And as this moment continues to live on through memories and conversations, remember that you are part of it too. Your emotions, reactions, and reflections all add meaning. So now, lovely viewers, we want to hear from you. When you saw Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo with their twins, what did you feel first? Joy, surprise, comfort, maybe even tears? Who do you think the twins resemble more? And how did this moment change the way you see them? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if this story touched your heart, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss moments that remind us why we love these stories, because some moments are bigger than fame, bigger than headlines, they become shared memories, and this, lovely viewers, is one of them.